So, what was the steps I made, or I did, or I followed when I felt broke, when I was broke, when I was unhappy about myself, when I saw myself as unworthy, when I was naive, when I was reacting over a little things that people told me. Most of the time it was like constructive criticism. So first I started training. I started building my calluses in my mind and getting stronger, getting familiar with my body. I did strength training, I did bodybuilding, then I started doing movement, and then I started doing mobility. But I used the training to get in tune with myself. And at the beginning it was ego lifting, of course, but then I have had more intentions because I was happy with how I looked and I wanted to actually move better. I wanted to work towards my longevity. And then things kind of shifted around. And then I started creating awareness of my negative pattern thinking. And what do I mean by that is I was very pessimistic. I doubted myself. I feared everything. Bear in mind, I was before training, whilst just training, I was skinny. I was like 75 kg. Now I'm like 95 kg, so I built somewhat size, and I've been training for like 10 years. But I started noticing the patterns that was pulling me down or pulling me into this spiral negative thinking. I stopped blaming everyone but myself. Basically, I started taking responsibilities for my life, for my choices, and I started journaling, I started meditating, I started surrounding myself with very selective people that I wanted to become. So the fourth one actually was environment. I changed my environment. So from having friends who drank and encouraged me to drink, encouraged me to do drugs and a bunch of other stupid things and robbing people and whatnot, I was very easy influenced. So I then transitioned to hang around with people who train, who are older than me, who I actually was looking up to. And fifth, I started building my business. I started learning things that I was passionate about and that helped me, and I wanted to make an impact through my practice and my experiences in other people's lives. And now I am still working on building my business, but these 5 principles helped me pull myself out of the negative thinking and really change the trajectory of my life. So just to go through it again, so the first was train your body, build discipline, work on yourself. Second was creating awareness in my negative thinking, so working on my mindset. Third was, I actually forgot what I was saying. So physical, mental plane, or just focusing on creating understanding the patterns that was pulling me down. Then it was surrounding myself, meditating, so starting to have rituals, then surrounding myself with people, so environments. And fifth was passion, finding something that I love doing and make that my business, because I didn't want to feel like I'm working. I wanted to feel like that I'm studying and learning things whilst earning money. So let's revisit the same thing. So physical change, mental awareness through my old self-thinking, environmental change, habits, meditation, breathwork, journaling, reading, a lot of reading. Then it was environmental change. Even though I changed my environment before all of that, and then it was passion, make my passion as my work. So the order was physical, then it was pattern recognition. Then it was environmental change. Then it was habit building. So building habits. And then it was making my passion into work and trying to help people and make money from what I'm doing. Bear in mind, these 5 things happened within 15 years of figuring myself out. So hopefully this helps, and believe in yourself, because no one else will, you know, and I'm sure there will be, but you have to believe in yourself first before making any change or changing your pattern of the way you think. So change the pattern of the way you think. So yeah, that's it.